What's going on, Thunder fans? Welcome back to the Bring the Thunder podcast. I'm here with Jack. 109-96, OKC takes down Charlotte. Kind of an underwhelming performance. We said on the pregame show that we thought they were going to cover. They didn't. So let's just kind of talk that through. Just to start, Shea goes for 33 and 7 assists in 29 minutes. Great game by him. Chet goes for 25 on 50%. Outstanding game by him. Adds a block in there. Role players did well. Kaysen had 10. Hartenstein with 12, 12, and 5. The guy's just amazing. And AJ Mitchell hits 14 points off the bench. Not as efficient as he should have been, but yeah, Hotspot, you are right. It did take us a while, but we pulled through. I don't know. For me, it was kind of a bit of a frustrating game, and I want to keep holding us to that standard. I don't want to sound arrogant, but this is a game where I thought we should have won by 20 points, to be honest. And I didn't like that it was tied at the end of the first, and I also didn't like we got the lead up to like almost 20 at one point, then we kind of let it slip, but we got the job done, and that's all that matters. Jack, your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, like you said, it was a bit sloppy at the start, and then they pulled through. I think that's just been the theme of the season so far, though, is we've got off to I wouldn't say slow starts, but we let them hang around in the first half, and then the second half it just gets flowing. The defense happens, and then we remember how much better we are than everyone else, and it feels like it was never a competition. But yeah, I was pretty impressed. Shea sits out another fourth quarter. That's great. AJ Mitchell, I mean, this was a bad game for him. He still had 14 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. He's now had 10 plus points in 13 out of 14 games this year. The one game he didn't was, I think, the Clippers, and he had a plus minus of 31, plus 31 with 4 steals. So he's just been phenomenal this year. And we've said it after every game, and I'm going to keep saying it.
Yeah, absolutely. Extremely effective off the bench for us. He's going to be all year. Super excited for that. A few off nights from some guys. We got Brandon Carlson getting 17 minutes tonight, had 7 points. One thing I wanted to talk about, Jack, and I think you might know a little bit more than I do. Caruso came in for about 2 minutes. They said right hand soreness. What kind of went on there? Because is he like, what are they doing there?
I have no clue on it. It kind of just happened, and I thought nothing of it, and then I got the notification. So I guess we'll keep you guys updated. But
all right,
as we know,
let's go to Bradley here. SGA now is sole owner of second most 30-point games in Thunder history. Yes, he just tied Westbrook last game, which was impressive enough, and now he's in second. Another person I wanted to talk about a little bit. No, Unk, I'm not disappointed. Trust me. I just want to hold us to the standard that we should be held to. And I believe that this game should have been a lot more dominant than what it was. I'm going to be hard on this team the rest of the year just because we are that good, and we all know how good they are. So it's good to hold them to a certain standard. Let's talk about Lou Dort, Jack. Comes back first game out. Oh my goodness, first game back in a while. 3 points.
Yeah.
Lou Dort comes in games where he has to guard an extremely effective number one on another team, which Charlotte doesn't have that. Your thoughts on his play tonight and how he looked?
This whole year he's been struggling offensively, and I mean he's never been a premium offensive player, and we know that. But the one stat you can always rely on is the plus minus, and he is plus 23 tonight. He didn't do much offensively, but we didn't need it because we got Shea, we have offensive players, and he knows his role, his defense. It would be greater if he could knock down more shots, a couple more threes at a better clip, but it is what it is because his defense will always make up for whatever is going on the offensive end. So, yeah.
OKC continues its trend to be absolutely dominant in third quarters this year. It seems like every third quarter of the year, they're winning by 10 plus points tonight. They added a 32-18 third quarter that really rallied them, kind of extended the lead and left Shea on the bench for the fourth, which was nice. I also like them leaving Shea on the bench. It was like a 10-point game in the fourth quarter, 12-point game in the fourth quarter, and they were like, no, it's fine. So just to be able to get him that rest. But, Jack, talk to me about the third quarter tonight, what they were able to do, and then just how are they becoming so dominant in these third quarters?
Yeah, I need access to the halftime talk because whatever they're doing at halftime, every game is just consistently turning them up. And I think it's just the focus on defense, really, because I mean they held them to 18 points in the third quarter today, and then defense creates more offense. So it's all on the defensive end. But I don't know what's happening. But every time we get to the third, we flip the switch and play our best basketball. But I'm not going to complain because it's working really good, and we're 13-1 whilst doing that. So,
Yeah,
but yeah, I'm just amused about what it could possibly be.
yeah, and what I would kind of want to compare, because there are a lot of comparisons going around. When Golden State was in their prime, right? When Golden State was coming out and winning 73 games, their quarter was the third quarter. They were smoking teams in the third quarter by a lot. Like it's this historic amount of point differential in the third quarter that they had. I can't remember the exact number, but that's kind of like I'm remembering that, and I'm like, this OKC team is doing the same thing to really good teams. Not tonight, obviously, but the third quarter is theirs every night, and it's
And
really nice because we're injured and we're able to leave our starters on the bench for the most part.
yeah, and I wonder if it's sort of like a mindset where you come to the game knowing you're going to win the game, so you're just playing basketball for the first two quarters, and then you get to the third, and they probably think, oh yeah, if we lock in now, game's over, then we can rest, sit the whole fourth. But it's crazy the consistency of this trend happening every game, and I wouldn't be surprised if it happens next game as well. So just
Yeah,
something
I
to
mean,
look out for, I guess, and never count them out until you've seen the third quarter.
yeah. Speaking of next game, they play Monday in New Orleans. Should be another victory. As long as they just keep stacking victories. When J-Dub gets back, this thing is really going to start rolling, and I think I'm as excited as anybody to see J-Dub back. He's the guy who brings the electricity in the stadium. He's our new. I don't want to compare him to Russ, but like he gets the dunks that get the crowd going. He gets the defensive stops that lead to dunks that get the crowds going. I can't wait for him to get back. Jack, do you have an update kind of on where he's at right now with his wrist?
No, because the Thunder are very secretive about it, but
Oh, very secretive.
he, yeah, it's any day now because yeah, it's the information they give out is really useless, and they say, oh, maybe the next couple weeks, but from my knowledge, it's day to day, and yeah.
We got Unk here. He's asking, do we think he'll be back? So here's the thing. They are very secretive. Our next big game is Wednesday the 26th before Thanksgiving, home against the Timberwolves. I'm kind of circling that one a little bit here, unless they want him to amp him up a little bit. But our next few games are the Pelicans, the Kings, the Jazz, and the Trailblazers. Mind you, we lost to the Trailblazers, so I don't want to say that's like an easy game, but those are easier opponents, and maybe it's a good thing to get him back against them so he could get into shape, or maybe they just are going to wait and throw him against the Timberwolves. We'll see, but we'll keep you guys updated with everything we hear, of course. Next thing I wanted to talk about specifically about tonight, just Shea. Shea getting 33. So in the pregame show, Savvy and I both messed up, and we would like to apologize. We said that A.J. Mitchell over 14.5 was the absolute lock of the night, thinking that it was just going to be an absolute blowout and A.J. would just easily get 15 points. We were wrong, apparently. He had 14 on the dot, of course, but that's sports betting. But the one thing we were really wrong about was we said Shea was going to get his 30 and sit the fourth. Shea wanted to get his 33 tonight and then not play in the fourth. So we do like to apologize for that again. But, I mean, super efficient night, Jack. 13 of 19. Made 3 of 4 from deep. Free throw line, he only got there 5 attempts, but made 4 of them. Added 2 more steals. What more can we say?
Well, 7 assists is also really impressive, and I think the way he's finding his teammates is just the key to our success so far. Like him just being he's just playing with a bit more meaning, and he's making the right reads, and obviously his teammates are rewarding him now, which is great. So yeah, I mean, and the best part is this is like he's obviously the MVP, right? Or at least top 2, top 3.
Yeah,
And he's not even trying for the award. Like Giannis is out there playing every second of the game. Jokic he sits some fourth quarters, but we all know that he likes to step ahead a little bit to get that triple double. But
right.
Shea, he's not even trying. Like he's just playing basketball, trying to win the game, and then it is what it is. And he's just good. Can you imagine if if he had his goal as the MVP trophy, it'd be over.
Yeah, he'd be playing every fourth quarter. He'd be averaging 50 points by now. I mean, for him to
Mhm.
score 30 every single night, and when he's scoring 28, he's putting up 12 assists and 6 rebounds. Super effective player. Nobody could stop him. He's only going to get better in the playoffs. He had a very great playoff last year. I think he wants to improve on that. He said himself he wasn't super happy with the team's performance. They weren't playing their best basketball. And I agree with that. Like,
Mhm.
again, I'm going to sound arrogant. I wasn't happy with the way we won the championship. Also, with Halliburton going down, it kind of left like a bad taste. Like when we won, I was
Yep.
extremely happy. Don't get me wrong. But then after,
Mhm.
I'm like, we got to do this again and do it more dominantly. And that would really be something. I think Shea wants that. I know he wants that. And he's looking like he's ready for it. And his number 2 is coming back real soon. Let's go to these comments really quick. Hotspot said, oh, Hotspot, I'm not going to put that one up on the board, but I do agree with you. Just I want you to know I do agree with you. But I'm not going to put that one up on the board here. We got Original over here. He said, I think when Alex got injured, he was defending Trey. Trey had to step back. I think Alex did something to his hand. Yeah, something happened with his hand. We'll keep you guys updated. We don't really have any answers. I've been looking. To me, I think it's something where if Alex gets a little banged up, it's easy to take him out because he's not necessarily needed in a game against Charlotte, and we really need him
Mhm.
for the playoffs. So just to be as precautious as possible would be probably the best thing. Hopefully that's what happened, just them being precautious. Jack, do you have anything else about tonight's game specifically?
Isaiah Joe. Still, he didn't do too much tonight, but I just wanted to highlight his his rebounding. It's just been really good for this team because sometimes the defensive rebounding is just not there, and teams find their ways back into the game. But he really sets the tone. His defense and rebounding has really improved since last year, and for me, it's very noticeable. So I wanted to shout that out, and I appreciate that. But
Unc, if you're still in the chat, are you talking about us? Because absolutely, we're here every game. We do a pregame show every game, a postgame live every game. I think he might have been talking about J-Dub, but just want to clarify that. All right, so enough with tonight. Tonight was kind of a breeze. Let's look forward a little bit, but not too much. Actually, I have to pause. It's time for everybody's favorite segment. What the hell is Jack wearing? If you guys are new to the show, Jack wears a Thunder jersey after every victory live on stream. He doesn't tell the panel what he's wearing. If you guys want to play along, drop some guesses in the comments. What jersey is Jack wearing? Now I have to think myself because I got the last one wrong. We got a hotspot coming in with Aaron Wiggins. We got
Aaron Wiggins is always a safe bet. Casey Wallace.
That is an interesting. I feel like you might be repeating a jersey. I feel like you wore that one already, and I'm just being. I got to start writing these down because it really ruins my night when I get it wrong. Got 100% Chet in the chat. Oh man,
that's a good
guess.
Know
what? I think he's right, or she. Indy, how you doing, bro? Indy is a member of the podcast. If you guys want to go check out our memberships, our premium subscriptions, go check out our YouTube channel. Join us. You get so many perks. Indy could tell you. And Indy, we need you up on the panel one of these days for one of our game videos. Hit us up on Instagram. Anyway, I believe it's Chet as well. I'm gonna lock in my answer as Chet.
All right. It's Shea.
Oh my goodness, it's Shea. It's Shea. That's the first time this year. It's Shea, right?
Yep, first time this year.
That's ridiculous.
And
that's
I did want to shout out Original Tabby because Bull, because I do have the same jersey with Chet.
Yeah.
So he's onto it, but you've got to throw a curveball.
Unbelievable.
Keep you guessing.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
All right.
One day.
That wraps up everybody's favorite segment. What the hell is Jack wearing? Sponsored by somebody soon, I promise. Anyway, moving along. Let's look forward just a little bit. Monday, 7:00 Central start in New Orleans. Quick predictions on if we got Tabi in the chat. He's wearing a Chet jersey. Oh, there you go. That makes a lot of sense. Quick predictions on who's playing and what the outcome will be.
this will be the easiest game of the year for us. The Pelicans are in probably the worst state I've ever seen a franchise.
Yes.
They just fired their coach. There's talks about them moving. Like, I saw something, they cancelled all their community events, and they're just in a really bad place at the moment. So yeah, it's not going to be a very hard game. From the looks of it, I mean, Zion, we can assume will be out. Jordan Poole, I think, is out, and then the rest, they got some young players, and obviously Trey Murphy and Herb Jones need to be rescued because they're very good players, but they just don't have the chemistry, and yeah.
Yeah, hotspot. They fired
They
Willie Green earlier. It was mentioned that I believe if they lost the game against the Trailblazers on Wednesday, he was going to get fired. He survived a couple more days after that, but they did fire Willie Green. Yeah, and they're also going to be coming back off. Actually, they're going to be coming off a back-to-back. They play the Warriors the night before us. So it doesn't get any better or any easier for the Pelicans. Unk says Thunder by 17. I think it might be more. I'm hoping it's more Unk. I really am. I'm curious to see what the spread is because tonight was 17.5. Could be around the same.
Yeah, it'll be more.
Oh,
I'm so confident in this game.
Yeah. We got some beef over at Original
love that.
Tabby. And tell me if I'm saying this wrong in the comments, by the way, Tabby. I'm gonna call him Original Tabby for now. He's got some beef with his brother. Yeah, we'll dog on him for you if you want us to. Timberwolves fans, we absolutely hate him, despise him. So it should be pretty fun because we're gonna beat them. Don't worry. Sure. That's really gonna be it for today's post game. I'm sorry for the short post game, guys, but they're really, it was Thunder Charlotte, but we will stick around just a little bit longer. I do want to talk about one last thing. Why is it so secretive? It's bothering me. Because J-Dub is on his Instagram saying, "See you soon." He doesn't have the brace on. He's looking very good in pregame. Xavier and I talked about it pregame show. I didn't know if he was right on this. I thought it was like a day-to-day thing. I said maybe a week or two. Maybe I said within the week, I would assume. Xavier thought that it would be longer, like December. I don't think that's right from what I've heard.
Yeah, well, I know definitely that his reevaluation date was either yesterday or the day before, but they haven't updated his injury.
Right. But he's not wearing the brace.
And he looks fine, and he's hinting at it as sorry. I think it's more just precaution. I think he'd be fine to play now, but that's just one of those things, like when we talk about how the franchise, how much the players love the franchises, how protected they are from media and stuff. So all this stuff never gets out, but I'm hoping sooner. But
I do want to shout out Tabby. Appreciate you. Go check out our premium subscriptions. You could join us on the live show once a week. You could join us when we make our weekly videos for our members. You can get a follow back on all socials. Go check that out. I'm sure you'll be happy with that. I'm going to make my prediction, and don't take this super serious. I think they're going to want him to return in a home game. Wednesday the 19th, we play the Kings. I don't think it's going to be that one. I think Sunday against the Trailblazers might be the one, the 23rd, and if not, the 26th against the Timberwolves. I think one of those home games will be where he returns. But other than that,
could be a good show.
OKC, yeah, it should be great. OKC 109-96 defeats Charlotte. 13-1, fellas. Cherish it while you can, because I promise you these are the good old days, and you're living in them right now. Unk, we appreciate you. We'll see you next game as well. We'll see all of you next game. Join us for our pregame show Monday afternoon, and then we'll see you Monday night for a post-game win show after we stomp on the Pelicans. Thank you all for watching. If you're liking the content, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Go check out our premium subscriptions, and we will see you guys on Monday night. And Thunder up, baby. Let's go.
Hell yeah.